In the Philippines where sunlight gleams, Brian, Tess and family dreams. By the shorelines, kids at play in a tropical bright
Good morning,
glory.
YouTubers.
Good morning, YouTubers.
Welcome to my channel.
On my channel.
Well, it's 5 a.m. and I thought I'd get an early start on plumbing this sink because, as I said, there's no plumbing here yet. And I opened up the accessories, and as you can clearly see, the rubber is poking out one side. This is the quality products we get here. Just wait, I'll show you this properly. If I can get this undone.
He's open now. I'm going to need to help you.
You can see how perfectly round this is and how well fitted it is. If I get some light in there. I'm going to wait until the hardware opens and go in. I know I can get silicon and clear silicon and white silicon from the hardware, so I'm going to get some white silicon and just put a line of white silicon around there before I mount this, just to make sure it's not leaking, because I don't need water dripping out underneath here everywhere. So we'll get some white silicon and we'll get that plumbed. Just drove into town this morning and I popped the bonnet, or what they call the hood here, and figured out we fried a frog. So we got breakfast ready made here. At some point in time he's climbed up in there and yeah, the bonnet got closed on him and he's got fried or baked. So we got back from Barwood, and Kuya Wendell, as I said, he's now my lead builder. He's put the extra row of hollow blocks up here. He'll do all the finishing, and he formed up this post. I asked him yesterday, I said, do you think you can handle forming up a post? He's had that much experience with so many builders now as a labourer that he knows what he's doing with everything from doing concrete slabs, laying blocks, forming up, doing rebar, roofing. He's had experience with everything, so even doing ceiling frames and HardieFlex and stuff. So I said, it's only a veranda, mate. It's not super important. So if you think you can handle it, by all means have a go at it. If you don't think you can handle it, that's okay. I'll get Kuya Yong, who has been doing our electrical. He's also a builder. So I said, if you're a little worried, then I can always get Kuya Yong to do the lead and you can help him out. And he said, no, I'll try. I said, sure. So he's formed up this post for us, and the leftover concrete just threw down here again outside. So we've got a little slab outside the veranda, which is great. And I decided this morning, before I found out we had to go into Barwood, that I was going to try and get this sink plumbed, at least get an outlet. We don't have inlet water yet, but we've got outlet. And then I started looking at the quality of the product, and as always, nothing fits correctly here. This, try and push it in to fit around here. So I'm worried there'll be a leak. So I'm just going to use a bit of white silicone in the base first, then fit these in, let it dry. This one's the same. You can clearly see the shape of it here. It's oval instead of being round to fit the basin properly, fit the sink properly, so the drain. It's yeah, super high quality product here. Looks like a vacuum cleaner hose. That's our sink drain hose. At least there's an S-bend, and that's made of PVC. The rest of it's like vacuum cleaner. But it's what we got here in the Philippines. It's what we're going to use.
Sige, Kai.
That should look okay. I actually like these strainer plugs. They're a great idea. They work perfectly. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not a lot of space between here for my fat hands either to hold up the overflow. Definitely not enough space in there for my hand, but it's in there. It's only an overflow. Good old plumber's tape, where would we be without it? And the rain's coming down again because the rainmaker's here, making sure that everyone can grow rice. Okay, installation complete. We now have a sink. What the? Haha, joke lang. It's not plumbed in from the tank outside yet. We still got some plumbing to do, but it's been raining out there. You can see the ground is wet. It's just stopped raining now, but while it's raining, we won't be doing any plumbing outside, so I just plumbed it up for drainage, so at least the girls don't have to take these planganas outside in the rain to the water tank and sit there and wash the dishes in the rain. They can wash the dishes in the sink and at least they'll drain out, the sink can drain out. So we're halfway there with the sink. Moved the gas burner out from in the bench there near the door. Got that there. And maybe this afternoon the girls can start washing these walls down and we can get some primer sealer on the walls and hopefully get some paint on soon. So it'd be nice if we could at least finish this kitchen 100% before I have to go back to Australia. The bedroom inside, well, we'll see what happens. That's another story, but if we can get this finished off, get this door hung, get all the walls painted, I'd be happy. And instead of being stuck outside in the rain, washing the dishes with the plangana, she's still got to get a plangana of water and bring it in because we have no water plumbed in yet, but at least she's been able to wash the dishes in the sink. So Tess, first time tonight she cooked on the little burner here in the kitchen, and first time washing the dishes here in the new kitchen. Are you happy, babe?
Yes.
You don't sound very happy. Why are you not doing a happy dance? Come on, do a happy dance.
Babe, no.
Do a happy dance. See? Happy dance.
Happy
Kyle, do a happy dance. Happy dance. Come on, dance. Yay, happy dance from Kyle. Good boy. And this morning Kuya Wendell is getting some finishing done on the veranda walls. As I said yesterday, you got the post up, formwork of the posting, so that's still curing. That one's done. And Tess just coming back from the pig pen, doing her morning chores, feeding and watering Darcel, the mama. So we still have some finishing to do on the pig pen down there. Also got to get some plumbing done for the blue drum we've got down there. We're going to run some pipes down, just gravity feed, and a couple of the water nipples, so the mama pigs can just water when they need to, rather than the girls having to constantly cart water. We've got that black hose you can see that's running down there. That's running from the pump. So we flick the pump on, fill up the blue container. The girls also use the hose to wash the pig pen out, get all the shit out, and wash the pigs over, cool them down when it's hot. And yeah, Darcel's due to give birth next month, so we should have some piglets down there. So we sort of need to get at least a few of the pens finished, so we've got enough space to house mama and the babies. So we're still getting there, still moving forward, but on Philippines time. Rome wasn't built in a day, neither was anything in the Philippines. And what we're currently using for water until we get the plumbing set up is one of these 200 litre blue drums. We just set it up on some hollow blocks and just installed a brass tap, or faucet as they call them here, and the girls just fill up the containers and stuff as they need. And the same for the workers, for the mixing the concrete and stuff, they're getting it from here. So as this drum empties down, we just get the hose that we've got here, flick the pump on up there, fill the drum back up. So that's our current water supply, is the solar pump up there. We try and use it just in the daytime when the sun's out. There's a little multi-cab battery up there which you guys have seen before. Getting very old now, but not holding its charge really well, so we try and make sure that the sun's shining like it is and the panel's fully charging into the battery, and run the pump in the daytime. The pump will actually run directly off the solar panel if we didn't have a battery there, but then if it got a little dark in the evening and you needed to get water quickly, you wouldn't have any way to run the pump at all. So we've still got the battery there for now. It's still working, just not as good as it should be, so we really need to replace that too, but the budget won't allow for that. We've spent all our money on all our building materials and stuff now, so we're just currently using up all the materials we've got. All the cements and the paints and the tiles and all that sort of stuff has all been paid for. The PVC pipes and stuff for plumbing is all here, solvents, all that stuff. We just day by day just trying to get as much done as we can, until my time completely runs out, which is getting close now, unless we sell the car, which is on the cards. That's the next step, is sell the RAV, but we'll be moving all our stuff here probably in the next few days. We've got to go back to the city, and in the next few days we'll get everything moved out here. Once we do that, then we're only a few kilometres from town, so we don't really need to have the car, so that's when we'll put it up for sale and see if that can fund me to stay a little longer.
Bell, stop now because Caleb is
Yeah, that's
biting me. Oh.
And I didn't even get really halfway through the roof, through the ceiling, with the first coat of putty out of one full can. It's going to need to be built up because the roof is so uneven, the joins, the nails are on angles and sticking out, and you can still see the tape through there. I didn't want to put it on too thick the first time and it wouldn't dry properly, so I've just done a thin coat over the top, and then when that's all dry, I'll slap a second coat over the top of that before it gets sanded. So. Late in the afternoon, and Kuya Yong has turned up to hang that door that Kuya Wendell's leaning against there, here in the doorway. But he knew I had some Embassy whiskey laying around, and he thought, oh, I'll pick up the trowel and do a bit of finishing while I'm here. Maybe there's an Embassy and Coke in it for him. So it's now 5:45 in the evening, and Kuya Wendell is still here. He's been going all day doing finishing on the walls out there, and he stayed back later to help Kuya Yong. So I just had to go for a quick trip into Uncle Ray's store, and I got a few bottles of Red Horse, but I also bought another bottle of Embassy. The boys have chosen to have shots of Embassy. I don't have any shot glasses, they're in the city, so we're using cups for shots. But you got to keep the workers fed and watered, and what better way to keep them watered, especially when they're working late, than to give them a drink. But yeah, we're waiting for them to put the hinges on the door and make sure it's all planed first so the door doesn't get hung sideways. And just to give you guys an idea of price, we just shot into town. We bought a bottle of whiskey, 4 bottles of Red Horse, 4 cans of Sandmig Apple for the girls, and a bottle of Coke, and a packet of smokes, and some bacon, and the whole lot cost me less than 1,000 pesos, so less than $25. Welcome to the Philippines. So, 6:30 Sunday morning, and the boys were here until around 10 p.m. last night, getting the door hung. But at least there's a door now, so windows are in, doors on, we can lock the place up, we can start to move our furniture here. I'm just sitting out here in the shade having a couple of bacon, tomato, cheese and pickled bread rolls for lunch, and a Coke. And Tito Wendell is over there behind Uncle Toto doing the finishing on about to start the post and the side of the veranda over there. Uncle Toto has been shifting all the dirt that was left by Darcel after she destroyed our ant mound. He's taking that over to where the charcoal pit was, and we're going to fill this charcoal pit with all the soil. I said to Tess, that was your plan, to put a garden there? Yeah, she said yes. I said no problem, we'll use all the dirt and soil from the ant mound there, throw that in on the charcoal pit. Should make for a great little veggie garden there. We really need to get a big piece of shade cloth, get some posts and get them up over the garden out the back there, because summertime it just gets too hot here and everything just dies off. It's really, really hot. So if we could get a piece of shade cloth up over the top, I think the gardens will be much more successful growing fruits and vegetables up there. But that's for a future project. We're still very close to finishing now. As you guys know, we've got the door on, we've got the windows in. We don't have the grills up yet on the windows. That's Manoi Toto, not Uncle Toto. This is Uncle Toto in the hat. And Manoi Toto is Tessa's cousin, and he's a welder, so we'll get him out here to weld up the grills for the windows, and we'll probably make up some grills for the veranda there too, and a gate so that it's completely locked up and secure. This is our 8th day back here again. Each time we come out now, we've been spending 8 and 9 days at a time here, just trying to supervise and get everything done. We really need to get back to the city, get the apartment cleaned out, and get our stuff loaded onto one of Uncle Ray's trucks and get it all out here. Solar is all up and functioning, so we can get our refrigerator out here and a TV and stuff. So yeah, very close. This is these videos you guys are seeing have all been recorded over the last few weeks. So yeah, I'm still here at the moment, and if, as I said, if we sell the car, I might even be able to stay a few more months. So we'll see how it goes. If not, I'll be heading back in the next 8 weeks. Still not. We still have a lot to do. Don't get me wrong. There's still fascia and eaves and a roof over the veranda, and which is super important to keep the water out the door, and guttering and stuff, plumbing to bring the water in. We still haven't got the generator wired up to the inverter yet, because we've got to put a small slab around the back to mount the generator on, then some sort of a cage and a cover over the generator. So we still have a lot to do, but it's all little stuff now, so hopefully we can get that complete, move our stuff out here, get out of the city, and complete those little bit things day by day while we're here. So happy days. We're finally at lock-up stage where we can shut the door, lock it, and walk away and know that everything's inside.
Peace out. Peace out.